Mama said live up to my name, but they jockin'. They gon' try, go and take your face for the profit. They gon' lie, they gon' slip and slide, get beside you. They gon' try, we 100 deep like Verizon. In the trees with the bumblebees on horizon. And catching Z's, I've been in the V on road to Zion. Sunday souls, I've been in that mode that I ain't buying.
He started game, then he ain't official. When that chopper sing, you really think that they gon' miss you. I spent $500,000 on dismissals. It's gonna be a hearse, not a burst if I dish you.
Welcome, chat. So we are in spooky season. We are finally in spooky season. And so I always do a theme each spooky season. And so this year it is going to be 90s horror. Although y'all know I'm 80s horror is just goated for me. Okay. That's we know that's the best. But I really love 90s horror too as a millennial. These are the ones that kind of like, these were the my time of horror movies. And so each week we'll be talking about horror movies, maybe do some watch alongs, all that good stuff. So before we get into it, make sure you all give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. YouTube keep taking all of my subscribers away. I don't know what's going on. So please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you are not, go ahead and do it right now for us for spooky season and give us a thumbs up to push us out into the algorithm. Before we get into it, CT, are you a fan of The Faculty?
Yeah, it was a dope movie. I always remember it as the movie that they used Usher to advertise, but he wasn't really in it.
And we're gonna talk about them. We're gonna talk about all of the things in this.
Because he was definitely all over the posters and all over he's on like the main movie poster. Bro was an extra.
We're gonna get into it. We gotta save some of it. We gotta save some of it to when we get there. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. We are definitely going to talk about all things The Faculty. We're going to talk about movies that maybe were that inspired The Faculty. We're going to talk about people who are in the cast of The Faculty, kind of do a brief review. Again, this is a spoiler review because by this time, y'all should have seen The Faculty. Do not come up here talking about I ain't never seen The Faculty, and especially if you're a millennial. Even if you ain't a horror person, like this was one of the movies that came out that people just seen like Scream. Okay, this is just one of the ones that people were watching. So I'm gonna need y'all to get on in here so we can have a good time and talk about The Faculty. Because I don't know, especially I don't know something about 90s horror that I used to watch all of these movies a lot. This was a fun movie for me. So I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead.
They kept coming on TNT.
Was that it?
All the movies from that era kept coming on.
I'm like, that must have been the reason? Because I'm just like, why was it that we just kept watching, seeing all of these movies? Because between this and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and we're gonna talk about that one too. I feel like we watched these a lot, and I think remember back then they would show horror movies on like MTV. They would show horror movies on like VH1, especially during like Halloween season, and not just USA would show a lot of horror movies. I don't know if people still doing that, but yeah, this was just on a lot of times. So I watched this way too many times growing up. And something about me and a millennial that I don't think our parents really gave a damn what we was watching. They assumed just because it was on TV that it must have been appropriate. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just said, hey.
My folks weren't that involved either when it came to, because I watched some things.
But my parents figured if it was, as long as it was on TV, then it must have been okay. I think the only thing my parents had a problem with, and maybe it was just my mom, was like, we couldn't watch like Beavis and Butthead or Ren and Stimpy. Anything outside of that was like, they ain't care. I'm just like, so I can watch Jason? Like, Jason's okay. Beavis and Butthead is drawing the line, but we can watch Jason, punching people's heads off and beating people while they're inside of a sleeping bag. Like, that's cool. Y'all can do that one.
Yeah, that's wild. Ren and Stimpy, that's hilarious.
I'm like, what? How? Why would y'all do that? I don't know where the line was drawn, but Again, millennials growing up, our
Seems like
parents
it was
really didn't.
drawn at gross. If it was gross, they won't y'all watch.
How is Night of the Living Dead not gross?
It's like violence. It's like horror and violence. Ren and Stimpy was just gross to be gross. I
Oh my
always
goodness.
wonder how that show was like a kid show.
Man, life
Yeah,
of millennials, man. I'm telling you, your parents are just letting us watch any old thing. They really because
yeah.
back then when they put the ratings out on TV, they just assume, oh, okay, it's on TV, it must be fine.
We grew up in a real like willy nilly era when it came to like censorship because I just remember growing up and having like toys from like rated R movies. Like I had Terminator toys. You know what I'm saying? Like I had T-1000, T-800, and like this movie is definitely not made for me.
Yeah,
I'm like
no.
6.
I'm telling you, they just, they really just didn't care what was on the TV at that
Oh
time.
man,
But
yeah.
y'all, we finna get into the faculty, okay? So again, please, y'all had need to seen the faculty, okay? This is a fun horror movie actually because I feel like horror movies of the '90s were more slasher oriented. 90s wasn't really trying to scare you. They was just trying to make horror movies to make the damn horror movies to be fun. And you know what? We ate it up. We really did. We really just these movies just did something for us. They really didn't scare us, but we just watched them any damn way. So we start the movie with a new girl in school. She come into school and she is just overly freaking friendly and coming to school. Hey, I'm new here. How y'all doing? Everybody good? Now I don't know about you, but most new people don't be that friendly. And when they are, I get suspicious real fast. I get really suspicious. Okay. Let's see, Candy Love in the chat. And we got Black Kakashi. Oh yeah, I got a slide to talk about Usher. Okay,
Yeah,
we are
Usher
gonna talk.
did. He done came up twice in 10 minutes.
Because
Bro
we're
in
gonna
the
talk.
movie. Bro in the movie 5 minutes.
Hold it. We go talk about it. We go talk about it. Okay. let me walk through and get to it because I got a whole spiel about that. When we get there. But we start
Uh-huh.
off with this with the new girl in town, and this kicked off the beginning of the end for this school. How did you feel when we met the new girl in town in this movie? And was this odd for you, or do you remember new people coming to our school? Because if y'all don't know, we went to the same high school. Do you remember any new people that came and was just like right off the bat, like super friendly?
Nah, I mean, our school wasn't the warmest. We weren't the warmest people because we all from the country, so we kind of all introverted a little bit. So just a little
I don't
bit.
think we was so much introverted as we was everybody knows everybody. So it was like
Yeah, we
I don't know,
just
like no
like
new friends. I don't
yeah,
know.
our comfort level was where it was already set, and it was hard for us to get outside that zone. But like I can see her. This is a little different for her because she's going to the suburbs from the country. So like her country bumpkin nature was a perfect cover for this character because I definitely didn't clock her at all until the end. But yeah, she didn't even her over the top happy go lucky nature was like it just felt natural because she's freaking from the country. It's how country folks are. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know now. I don't know. I don't know.
She had a real good act. Say it like that.
I don't
Cause
know.
I
Cause I'm just
so
like, why
didn't
you
clock
out here speaking to everybody?
her. Heck
Like,
yeah. And
hey,
you know
how
they
you
kind of
doing? What's your
you know
name?
the movie opens up with the with the no look pass. You know how that movie opens up with the shorty getting got. So like for us, like for me watching the movie, it's like the movie's called The Faculty. We see teachers getting got by other teachers. I ain't thinking there's a student involved. So yeah, man, the setup was perfect for me. Like we watched these movies to figure out like who was gonna get got and who did it. You know what I'm saying? Like these movies weren't scary, but we was there for the who gonna get guy and who doing the getting in the gotten.
pretty much. It was really trying to figure out who was going to be the final girl or who was the mystery behind the mask type of thing. So a lot of these movies were just, I don't know, made for fun, and we ate these damn movies up. But yeah, be suspicious of the new person coming around smiling and trying to speak to everybody,
especially if it's a girl, because girls be keeping.
I'm keeping my head down. I ain't trying to be talking about what's your name. Don't talk to me. And also within this movie, somebody finds like a little something that they take to the science class, and it looks like this is not like a normal thing you would see. And they took it to the science lab to see what it was, and it was something that they readily couldn't identify because it seemed like something that was like captured inside of like a rock or something. It looked like maybe a tadpole inside of a rock, and then they took it and they tossed it in water, and it immediately grew and bit the goddamn teacher. And that's when it was just like, okay, we might need to like take this not just to the science class, we need to take this to the lab. What did you think about them seeing immediately? And the thing, like, it was just like that. It didn't even take a whole lot of time for them to see that this isn't like something that we've ever researched before.
Yeah, I'd have been called. First off, if I'm getting it, like, I'm not putting my hand in the thing with the unknown organism. Professor John Stewart. It took me forever to realize that was John Stewart playing that role. But yeah, like that was crazy to me. And secondly, if I got bit, I'm calling the CDC. Like this mysterious thing just bit me, bro. He was way too calm. Everybody's way too nonchalant about that thing. Because either it's something nefarious, which probably wouldn't be your first thought, or it's a new species. And if that's what it is, I'm trying to call somebody so I can get my name on it. But that was like, man, whatever, we leave it here for the weekend.
I'm taking it to the lab. Okay. Yeah. Calling the CDC immediately.
Yeah, authorities get called.
It reminded me on what was the movie? Gremlins, where they took the little gremlin to the lab, and you want to be in the lab by yourself experimenting on little what's his name, and all his little friends throwing water on him and whatnot. Gizmo. Like, why are you in there messing with these little things that y'all ain't never seen before? You don't know what it is.
I mean, curiosity killed the horror characters.
Because I'm like, I'm not.
What it does all the time. They always die because they're curious. It's like, come on, man.
Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not headed there. But you know, again, when you nosy, you know, you get that FAFO type thing, and they definitely did. Because why is it here? Why is it here? And y'all leaving it here? And I don't feel like they'd called the authorities fast enough.
They did. They did. I forgot he was in this movie.
That's another one. We got to talk about, because Dwayne Martin. Hold on, we got to sit with Dwayne Martin for a second, because he popped up in here for a second. And remember, y'all, he was also in Scream 2.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody talks about Dwayne Martin just randomly popping up in these movies back in this era. Because why are you here without a large role? Like, nobody even talks about him in the movies. He's like the black guy that we just stuck in the movie just to fill up a quota or something. Like, he's just so unforgettable in these movies at this time. But like, stuff starts happening with the staff. They start like being like real weird, you know? And the suits are kind of like something is off with them. And because remember the what's Elijah Wood's character and old girl from Fast and Furious seeing something happen to one of the staff members, and they call the police and all that. The school called the paramedics to get her.
It was the old chick,
the
lunch lady.
Yep, they call the paramedics, and they're just like, "Oh, she's fine." ain't nothing wrong. And he take his ass in there. This is the first and last time we see him for the movie because he's the paramedic to come and get the lady. And he
Nah,
go in there and he get got.
He was a cop. He was a cop.
Oh, I thought he was a paramedic. Well,
Nah.
whatever he was.
Yeah, he got, but then he came out and was like, "Hey, ain't nothing to see here," and pretty much told their parents that the kids were overreacting.
Yeah, that everything is cool. She was just, she old, she ain't drinking enough water and all that. Sometimes how old people be passing out.
She ain't drinking enough water. She was in there bit decaying in the damn closet.
Well, she didn't because that's what the little alien thing needed was some water.
She didn't have enough water, yeah, because she was too old, dehydrated.
And like they really was trying to push this off to the side, trying to make it seem like it's something that it wasn't.
Legit, they use I guess it was kind of like LASIK or things that make you dehydrate in order to figure out who was the thing and who wasn't the thing. They could have just drank alcohol. Now that I think about it, they didn't have to take freaking the equivalent of cocaine.
Well, we're gonna get to that too. We'll hold it. But yeah,
I just thought about it with the old lady. When they found the old lady, she was dehydrated. So yeah.
And
so if you were drunk, you ain't gonna get got.
Yeah, we're gonna have a whole conversation about that too, which is one of the highlights of this movie.
And I also I didn't forget, but it just kind of hits me every time when I see freaking T-1000 in here. The Terminator.
We're gonna have a conversation.
I just saw him an hour ago on Peacemaker.
Oh wow! Shout out to everybody who watched Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, so
hard. Elijah Wood knows that something is just up with these students. Okay, with the staff. He's just like, something ain't right. Y'all lying to me. And he takes his parents up to the school and all of this good stuff. And he's just like, I'm trying to tell y'all, I see this lady's about to die. Y'all ain't gonna get me. And they gassed the shit out of him. And was just like, no, she's fine. For real. Everything is good. You know what I'm saying? And then didn't they they were trying to pull the parents to the side too. And he was like, nah, let's go.
Yeah, he was like, hey man, y'all ain't going back there with them. But there is another thing about that era. If those horror movies had parents involved, they were terrible. They freaking suck. All 90s horror movie parents were trash. There's no way if I tell my parents, hey, there's something going on at the school, my mama gonna be like, oh, real for real? That's what's up. She ain't gonna think I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? She might think I'm mistaken, but she ain't gonna doubt me. You know what I'm saying? His parents was like, cool, zip it, Junior.
They be like, you always got something going on. Can't you be and his dad was real mad. Why you can't just play football and shut up? Every time we turn around, it's something with you. You just be out here being weird. His dad was mad that he was a nerd.
Yeah, his dad wasn't feeling him. His dad wasn't feeling with the kind of high school he was turning out to be.
Why are you mad? Because I don't want to play football or I don't play football. Because remember, even the coach was on his on him we could sure use you out on the field, and he was just like, I don't run unless I'm being chased.
Yeah, but that's the point. You are going to be chased.
Well, he ended up being chased. So.
You gonna be chased playing football. That was the coach was like, you fast for a little guy.
And you remember, in these movies, athletes was always praised and held to this high standard for something.
Yeah, I think that's a high school trope. We didn't really have that because our school wasn't big enough for that. And like you said earlier, everybody knew everybody. So I wish you would try to act like you was something. We gonna clown the shit out of you.
Be like, look, we ain't that good. We Dublin loved them some football, but we wasn't all that good for you to be acting like that. Now, come on.
Nah. Wasn't nobody in Dublin. Well, my cousin did go to the pros.
We get a couple of them every now and then, but like as a school, like don't be trying to act like we something that's like we be, like we be creating all these D1 players, and when we don't. All right, y'all. So we got to have a conversation about the 90s and the 2000s and
Really?
putting celebrities in horror movies and putting them on the covers to try to sell y'all something. They did this with Drew Barrymore in Scream. They threw Jada Pinkett and Omar Epps in Scream 2 at the very beginning, killed them off. Y'all know how, and we could have a whole tangent about Busta Rhymes in Halloween Resurrection.
Wasn't Vivica Fox in that too?
Huh?
Wasn't Vivica Fox in that?
Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks. Oh my God.
Tyra Banks in Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah, it was Tyra Banks. Freaking
LL Cool J was in Halloween
H2O.
H2O.
Yeah, he was in there for like 5 seconds, and he got stabbed.
No, but he lived though. He lived.
I know he lived, but he was a freaking security. He got stabbed first.
Like they said, we gonna sell these damn movies by any means necessary.
Man, they was just putting people in these movies, man.
Okay,
I just remember
we gonna sell the shit out of this movie. They had James Marsden in Disturbing Behavior. They was just like, look, if you got a little bit of something, then we gonna throw you in a horror movie.
I never watched that movie, Disturbing Behavior.
Oh, that's a good one. Like I said, Disturbing Behavior is like underrated, but we gotta have to have a conversation. Like that's one of the ones that it came out around this time. People weren't talking about it enough, but I was watching every damn thing that came out at that time.
Yeah.
So they put Ryder Strong from Boy Meets World and Cabin Fever, which I don't care what y'all say. I like Cabin Fever. I didn't learn until I got older that y'all ain't like Cabin Fever. I was under the assumption that y'all liked this movie.
I wasn't a fan of Cabin Fever either. It's just
I don't know.
Fever. I mean, I get it. The whole the virus is the bad thing, and then the paranoia is the antagonist. I get it, but I wanted there to be a thing.
I don't know. I like Cabin Fever. Maybe that's just me and my siblings that was watching.
I needed me a cabin in the woods. I needed me a thing.
I don't know. And it was silly too. It was so unserious. Oh, they threw more Chestnut and Anacondas too. And speaking of Anacondas, we had Ice Cube and Anaconda. Like they were just
but see, Ice Cube was trying to launch his doggone action movie career. And then that ain't work out, so he ended up doing family movies.
But they know good hell well they just threw Ice Cube and Anaconda for the name. They know
that was exactly. He did good. He was a cameraman.
I ain't saying it was a bad thing, like throwing LL Cool J, Deep Blue Sea. I'm saying we know that they was putting them in there for that purpose. Okay,
LL Cool J, he's supposed to have died early in the movie anyway.
And he made it to the end. Okay, he was worried about that bird. Don't get me over here talking about Deepest Blue as we be on a whole tangent. I should have played that song right about now. Every time I talk about that movie, I'd be like, dang, I should play that song. But here we go to Usher. Now, Usher was 90s fine. Usher is 90s fine. And Usher was hot. Usher's still hot, okay? Usher's still hot. And they threw him in The Faculty. And Usher was in all of the campaign ads for The Faculty. Usher was in Tommy Hilfiger ads for The Faculty. They had him on the damn cover of the movie of The Faculty. We thought he was gonna be the lead of the movie, like he was gonna be in the core 4 of the movie. Okay, we thought that he was gonna be that guy. They had him in the movie being the bully jock. And we seen him in the hallway and in a football jersey.
Fam was an extra, fam.
They gave him a couple lines. I mean, right here he said something, and I don't remember him saying that.
I think they really like cut a lot of his stuff though, because it was advertised like he did have a slightly bigger role than whatever played out on screen. Because bro was a glorified extra.
Don't do Usher like that. Boy, y'all really be trying to flame Usher. And y'all know he was only here because he was fine. Y'all know.
Is that why? Because
Look at it. Candy don't even believe that he was in there that long. I mean, if you blinked, you would have missed it. I'm saying like he was in, like they kept every time he was in the movie, like it was only like for 30 seconds to like 30 seconds to like 60 seconds in the movie. Like he came to look at people and then say a little something, and he was chewing gum like Michael Jordan on basketball court every time we seen him on the screen. I don't know what they had planned for Usher. But y'all, I mean, I'm gonna say this, and y'all like I'm gonna say this. We don't talk about enough that Usher made it to the end of the movie.
Oh my God. Everybody made it to the end of the movie, but like what, 3 people? 3 people got like irreversibly damaged while being taken over.
Why don't we talk about the fact that Usher is a final guy?
Because this freaking movie has like a 0 body count. Like the body count in this movie is low as hell, man.
He's a final guy though. Like I think we need to start including him. I mean, because you know, it wasn't the black guy died first. I mean, they did get Dwayne Martin at the beginning, but like Usher didn't die in the beginning, and he made it to the end. Like he was still there.
But nobody died.
They did, some of them.
Yeah, some people that got like blown up while they were the things.
Well, it was an alien invasion movie, so pretty much it was like that whole, you know, aliens attack type thing. So I mean, you know, once you get rid of the thing that is like taking over everybody's body, then everybody can go back to normal. Because the faculty was heavily inspired by Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And so, you know, that was the plan that we end up getting to, is that we got to take out the main one. And if we take out whatever it is that's possessing everybody, it'll free the other people. And so that's kind of the plan that they end up with. But I don't care what y'all say. Usher's the final guy. And although they did throw his ass out there like he was gonna be something, we really thought this was Usher's movie. He was all on the trailers.
Oh my God. You know who actually had a big role in the movie that featured them in the advertisement? And that was Neo in freaking Battle LA. That they was fighting aliens.
Yeah.
He actually did things. He also survived to the
end. This is definitely one of them. They did this shit with Chris Brown and Stomp the Yard. Boy, they sold that movie on Breezy. Had people going to the theaters and thinking that they was gonna watch this Chris Brown movie. Chris Brown was in Stomp the Yard less than Usher was in the faculty. And at least Usher made it to the end of the faculty. Breeze, he was gone in the beginning. And Stomp the Yard ain't even a horror movie.
I mean, it's kind of a hood movie. We got a better chance of surviving in a horror movie than we do with hood movies. Like a brother could make it through a hood movie and then die in the end credit scenes. He'll die in the little words come up on the screen and his picture will fade away. He doesn't.
Man, you ever watch Ice Cube and War? Yes, I watched War of the Worlds.
Nah, I couldn't watch that, fam. I already knew what it was.
I watched this movie. I said, y'all play too much.
But it's funny. Ice Cube's Doughboy is a perfect example of surviving the movie and dying in the end credits.
That shit was a DI.
He sure was.
Oh man, they really had us fooled though, because they knew Usher was hot during. But again, something was going on in the 90s and the 2000s where they was just like, oh, they got a little bit of fame. Let's not only put them in the movie.
They was trying to get black people.
Let's put them on the poster.
They were trying to get black people in the seats without putting black characters in the movie, man. That's
and we fell for it.
That's all they was doing, man.
And then
when they did put us in there for real, it was Busta Rhymes ass. So
Busta Rhymes is the final guy too, because but at least he was all up and through the movie. But child, I'm like, you know what? That's a whole other thing. When we do 2000s horror, we really gonna have to go into.
Oh my god,
Halloween.
2000s horror was so bad. It's like, oh my god, it was just a deconstruction of horror. I mean, the 90s was like that, was leading into that, but 2000s just doubled down. Like they ain't had nothing new.
Man.
Like Freddy and Jason, like, come on, bro. That movie was so cheesy.
And did we go? Was you there? Did we go see that?
Yes, like everybody went. We all went to see that. Oh my god!
We thought this was gonna be the return of horror movies, and they damn sure flipped that on us. We should have known that this was gonna be unserious.
We was in there
we should have known better.
Exactly. We was in there laughing. We was cracking up like it was a scary movie.
But another example of them putting black people, celebrities in these horror movies for nothing, because they did that with Kelly Rowland. I'm telling you, they had a problem with that. I don't know what was happening at that time. But y'all, they had
Kelly Rowland was bad back then.
Oh man, I don't know, y'all. I love. This is the millennial era of horror movies. Okay, these 90s and 2000s movies. They was just like giving us anything. So they come up with a plan because now that everybody is like noticing something is really, really off with the people around the school. So and they, they're like, the science class got this weird little creature in it. All the staff is like being weird. We know what we saw. They trying to gaslight us. If this is some type of alien invasion, we're going to have to find the person that is the one who is taking over everybody. Like, we got to find that person. And so, that's when we got to find the crew of the movie. So this is when we all get together, like who believes us, who's going to be down, who's going to be in it, so that we can solve the problem. So we got to find, and then this is a crew of a random set of people, because you got Elijah Wood, who is the nerd. You got the football player who don't even want to play football no more, and his girlfriend. You got the goth girl, the new girl, and the recreational pharmaceuticals guy. All together.
It was like a third-time high school senior.
So it's like, we got to get the crew together. Got to get everybody in here together so that we can solve the problem. And their solution first is, before we start telling secrets about how we going to solve the problem, we figured out that whatever this creature is does not like to be dehydrated. And so we go to our recreational pharmaceuticals guy, Josh Hartnett. My sister loved Josh Hartnett in the 90s, by the way. She loves Josh Hartnett.
I mean, he looked like, I don't know. He was a white guy who could go for Asian.
Something about him. That was her guy back then. And they figure out we can use the powder that he been peddling around school in these pens. It's like, okay, because I think they poured it on the little creature that was in the science class, and that's what took it down. And so we're like, okay, if that took out the little creature that was in the science class, it don't like to be dehydrated. And so I think his name in the movie was Zeke. So they go to Zeke. Zeke said, yeah, I got some of that stuff. Before y'all get in this house and we go to being buddy, I need to know if y'all one of them. And so they're like, we got to do drugs? Yes. Today is the day I'm going to get y'all sky high. But it's to save the planet, though.
That's such a risky plan, though. Like, could you imagine, like, getting high in there, being like high at your mind, and somebody in there is the thing? So now we got to try to fight the thing? Like, oh, man. Way too high for this shit.
Yep, that's how we're gonna solve the problem. That was the wildest thing I had seen at the time of how we are going to solve the problem, which is this alien that's invading the bodies of the staff and the students of this school. Is we gonna use recreational pharmaceuticals. And guess what? Before we even give them to the alien, y'all gonna take it first. Snort this pen, everybody. And they
Yeah,
did it. And then you can tell who ain't never did drugs before because
yeah.
Elijah Wood's character over there had the giggles like real bad. Like
Bro
he
was
was gone
bugging
off the
real.
stuff.
He was bugging so quick. Like, bro, you just hit it. Like, relax.
But he was gone.
Yo, Elijah Wood a mad, you know. How he's still a little young though. How young was he in this movie?
He was. And speak Elijah Wood was like that guy back in the 90s. Like he was in uh it was in The Good Son. I think it was like Radio Flyer was the movie that he was in. And y'all know he came, after that he got in the whole like Lord of the Rings franchise and stuff like that. Elijah Wood was that guy.
Yeah, he was a dude in the Lord of the Rings. Frodo.
Mm-hmm.
He should have
And
been Wolverine, you ask me.
well, he's in what is it? Yellow Jackets now.
He got a
Yellow
buff.
Jackets. So he ain't completely disappeared. He's in Yellow Jackets. But yeah, he was that guy back then. Like I loved some Elijah Wood too. But my guy was like gone off the stuff.
He looked like the the good guy version of Eminem.
I've never heard it compared that way. Not at all.
Eminem is an evil Elijah Wood.
That's a mess. That is a mess.
Oh man.
So we get in here and it was just like, look, if you don't do the drugs, then we just gonna assume that you one of the ones and you're gonna get shot instead. So
Hey, yeah. I forgot he had that revolver.
exactly.
Yeah.
You take this pew pew or you gonna take this pen? What you want to do? What we gonna do? It wasn't, and at the time, that was the time where they figured out that what's the name, the old
Shorty
girl
from
from Fast and Furious.
Yeah. That's the only thing I can remember from like this and Fast and the Furious. That's it.
Yes, had then infiltrated the system, and they went on ahead and yeah.
Man, she had to get got at home. I remember that. I remember thinking like, when did she get got? Because she was with Elijah Wood last, and then they went home. She had to get got at home. Her parents had to get got.
So they was trying to get her. I think she like busted out the door, and that's when they was just like, all right. So she's not she's one of them, but she's not the person. We got to go down to the school and get the real person. Before we continue with this, y'all, because we're gonna get into the rest of this movie because it's a lot more foolishness that came out of the faculty. This month, a lot of stuff gonna go on for people in the channel membership. Join the membership. After we get off this live today, I'm going to put a trivia question in there because y'all know during Halloween season I like to do giveaways. Okay. I think last Halloween season, I gave away like the little mugs that said a slice of horror and it had like the horror friends on the other side. Candy Love is in the chat is one of them that got one last year Halloween season. So I got little stuff to give away for Halloween, little trivia contests, some watch alongs that to do with the channel or whatever. Might throw some little stuff in there like some first time watches, give y'all access to things, give y'all news that I'm not putting out to the other people. Like some stuff y'all just have to get in the channel membership. There are videos that are within the channel membership that are not for public viewing that you can only get behind the paywall. So go ahead. This is the time and the month to join the channel membership for these giveaways and for access to content that nobody else has. I promise you we have fun over here in our channel membership. So y'all come on over here, hit the join. Come on, final girls and final guys, because we're going to have some fun this Halloween season.
Thank you for joining our channel's membership. We have a lot of good content for you to enjoy, members only perks such as Blockbuster Movie Night, unreleased videos, early access to videos, and so much more. You're going to have a lot of good times here. Let's get it, final girls and final guys.
So, the decoy villain. Everybody assumes it's the football coach. Because, I mean, he did seem the most suspect at the time. And he had a whole team of people and a whole football game because they was just like, oh, it's a football game happening. This is the right time to go ahead and invade a whole lot of bodies at one time.
School.
And a whole other school. Who could be behind such a devious master plan besides the football coach?
The principal. I thought it was the principal because she was because like her relationship with Buddy Zeke was weird before. It was weird before the whole. So like I thought it was her. I distinctly remember like I'm thinking like it's her, and dude here was the red herring. Yeah, but nah, I was dead wrong. We was both dead wrong.
Right, because I mean, they really had this nice little football game scene that as the guys are getting tackled and pulled down to the ground, like you could see like this is the point of contact to where we can invade bodies and whatnot. And they clearly see and like one of the scenes that he's standing outside and just soaking in the rain, like I don't even care who see me at this point, like just come on. Like he's elevating.
Everybody there was turned.
Yeah. It seems like this was the guy who had done that this was going to be the guy because he would be the likely person. Like, why not be the football coach? Because you can not only get your players, but we can get other teams. And think about it, home games and away games. Like, we can take this on the road and go to other schools and invade the bodies of other players and students and stuff like that. So he was like,
all of this had to happen within 1 week. Because, Friday night is the game.
Yeah. Now, by Friday night football, it was already hell. By that time, most of the school was gone.
It was gone.
By this time, they had already got to everybody. That's why I'm just like, a good plan would have been for the football coach, because once we got our school, we can go and get other kids from other schools. So that's what in my mind was thinking, like, this is how we can invade other students. And like, this could be a whole alien invasion takeover for not just this town, but like, this is how we expand it by taking the students on the road and traveling that, because I was overthinking this movie and they wasn't thinking the way that I was. They were
thinking that. They wanted you to think that so they could trick your ass.
They did.
They did.
I was like, oh, he gonna go to other schools and they gonna get this. How they gonna get somebody? This is what's gonna happen.
Funny thing is, this scene right here was like most of Usher's scenes.
Yeah, boy, you just ain't gonna get off Usher neck. All on me.
Most of bro scenes, he was in football pants.
He was. Somebody said this is what it should have happened in Him. Don't do Him. I like that movie. Okay, I was here for Him. But yes, one thing the movie Him was missing was more football games. I would have really liked to see them on the football field. So you're right about that. I really wish there was some more scenes and an actual football game. And see, I told y'all Usher was chewing that gum like Michael Jordan in the 90s playing for the Bulls. Wow. Every time the camera had a close-up of Michael Jordan shooting them free throws, he was chewing that gum hard as hell.
I know he was smacking.
And was. And he was. And now we get to the actual villain of the movie. Oh, what a surprise. It's Miss Friendly. Out here speaking to everybody.
Yeah, they did a good job of keeping her low key enough that I didn't suspect her, even though it was so obvious, because she's the only thing that changed.
Yes, exactly. The only thing that changed but they didn't have enough info about her to know. But see, here's the thing. Had this been a black school, we would have known in the beginning because black people are real cliquey and we don't like new friends. So you can't come around us doing all this extra talking, asking what people's names are and getting all people. I don't want to know your backstory and none of that. We get really suspicious. Yeah, they didn't suspect her because of the population of the school. This would not have flown at a black school at all because we immediately are suspicious of new people.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Them white dudes at our school would have got.
Yes, because those ones. Not us black people are cliquey, and I know because
we had to be with them in the football, like God.
Because let me tell you something. I used to move around a lot, and upon like going to a new school, the first people to approach you and be your friend is like the white people. Like they're the ones like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? You want to sit with us at lunch? Da 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 da. Like they're the ones who come and talk to you first. The black people got to sit like this for a second. We need to watch. We need to fill you out first before we feel like you can be a part of what we got going on. Like we just not gonna trust you at 1st.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we can't get ahead now.
We need to be suspect. Don't new friends.
We take that shit too far, man.
I know you go too far though. You could at least say, hey.
Just be a person. Just be a person.
And it even happens in the work environment. When you go to a new office and stuff like that, the first people that want to holler and say, what's up? You all want to go to lunch together, be the white co-workers. The black co-workers be looking at you like,
yeah, unless you're in a field that's like predominantly white or predominantly something that's not you, and it's just one other you in there, y'all click up real fast. Every time I've been in a situation where it's like nothing but like Asians and then one other black person than me, we was homies like that.
Yeah, it was one other, but if it's like a group of people and
man, we already got a clique.
Yeah.
That's different.
But see, when the two of y'all click up, because now we the only two black people, and then the third come in there, y'all be suspicious then, because then they might try to replace us because they don't want too many black people here.
Bro, I'm trying to pull that third person in because I done been in so many rooms where it was just me.
See, I'm like, we be real standoffish. Okay, exactly. I need time to study you first.
30 to 60 days, goddamn.
I need time. And see, by the time to see when your probationary period is over with, then you can come to the school. That's happened to me at work before too.
Probation.
Yes, you got to fill them out. And sometimes I'll be like, I don't even mind no more. I don't blame y'all. That's okay. If I run through the ringer because I would do the same thing. You got to give people time to learn their personality first and make sure that ain't nothing too crazy going on. You got to make sure that they actually one of you and they trustworthy, that they gonna be down, because before you gonna be down with us, we need to watch you first. Don't come over here all that fast. I need to make sure you cool, and then after the probationary period, you can come on in there. Okay, I'm cool with it.
You real suspicious, but
Again, we don't do no new friends over here. I gotta watch you first. And they should have been watching this one. Because again, if this was at a black school, it would have never flown because they would have caught wind of her too soon, being way too soon. We'd have been way too paranoid.
We've been going to school together for freaking 13 years. Ain't nothing never happened to this bitch showed up.
The clear answer is a problem. It's in your face. It's in your face. And we get to the end of the movie, and we had some switch arounds with the group dynamics. Usher is the final guy, like I told y'all. Usher made it to the end, and like we said, almost every time we seen him, he was in a damn football jersey. And they went on and put the recreational pharmaceutical salesman and a football jersey, my guy might actually graduate. That he's doing some good. And I don't even know why they put him on the football. I don't even know if he qualified because at this point, I'm pretty sure there's an age requirement.
Bro,
but they got your boy on the field.
Bro, like 24, 25. Grown man out there. Oh man.
I did have about here. Okay, but at least he doing some good with his life. Okay, he said, "I'm gonna put the pins down, and I'm gonna just this is what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be my hustle. I guess I'll do something on the football field." And again, another time when we seen Usher, but he didn't have no lines. Okay, they just wanted us to see his face one more time. One more time for the end of the movie.
You know what always bothered me about the ending? Like, it felt like a reset. Like, did nobody remember what happened but us? Was everybody like?
Why are we going back to normal?
Yeah, like, was everybody comatose? Because like there was a report about it happening, but like you would think that school should have been sworn by CDC, FBI. Goddamn.
Exactly.
Mama should have been out there.
We just go. The Men in Black should have been at this school because we don't just act like it wasn't an alien invasion. And we see the person who was on the football team with the goth girl. He left the popular cheerleader girl, and because they want to be emo, they decided to be emo together. You know, I wasn't mad at this. I wasn't mad at it.
He trying to get his grades up anyway. He said it's more to life than football. Mm-hmm. He know he ain't going pro. So. Get the grades, goddamn.
And then that's what he called everybody superficial, and his girlfriend got mad because he was using big words.
Yeah, it was a pretty accurate description too. That's why she got mad. That's really why she got mad. She knew what he was talking about.
And he said, "This ain't even a life." And he was only with her because she was a cheerleader. He didn't even like her that much. So I was proud of him. Go where you're loved. Okay, he went and found somebody that actually cared about him.
They still trauma bonded, these two. And Elijah Wood and Chili the Shorty trauma bond. Everybody trauma bonded, man. Like,
and they give and this is when they said nerds really win. Okay, gave us some hope.
Did they?
You can find the fine person.
I feel like he got the worst of the two girls. I mean, other Shorty made it all the way to the end of the movie.
Well, she did too. At the end, she was with him. They was together by the end.
Yeah, I know, but other Shorty didn't get got until the last night. She didn't get got until that Friday night. And her situation was bad, like, because the thing turned into the full thing to get her. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like these other folks got way too easy.
And it took an alien invasion for her to actually go and see the guy who actually really, really loved her.
Right. This ain't gonna last. I knew that from the jump. I was like, yeah. They cool now because he saved the world. But as soon as...
Because then they work on the school newspaper together.
Mm-hmm. That's how they got locked into the teacher's lounge. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like he was crushing on her for a long time. And then it had to be now that your football star boyfriend don't want to be with you no more. Now you want to come over here because I'm the one who was here for you the whole time.
Yeah, he had to save the world.
I don't know. This might last because it looked like he the type of guy that, you know, it don't matter how she act, he gonna stay with her.
Oh my God. I hope not. Not after saving the world. That would be a downgrade. Like,
oh yeah, look, now he had to get a little fame on him. He had to get a little juice for her to be like, oh, okay, I see you now.
That much juice saving the world. The only way she would date.
And he didn't question that, like, because he got a little clout now. Now she want to come over and say what's up. Because now the newspaper coming, the local newspaper coming to take pictures of me. Y'all done see me on CNN and MSNBC, and now you want to say it.
That is being like, I wouldn't date you if you was the last person on the planet. Like the threshold he had to reach was save the world. Yo, that's some Avatar shit. It was happening to Aang in Avatar. You know, Aang like Katara the whole time, and she reciprocate until he saved the world. Like damn, bro, had to save the world, goddamn.
They made it work for that love. They had to work for
It's
it.
because he's shorter than she is. If you shorter than your girl, you got to save the world to get her attention.
Oh man, ain't no way, ain't no way. Mm-mm.
Oh man, he looked like Eminem for real right there in that picture.
You need to get off Elijah Wood. Okay, don't do that.
It's like
He look better than Eminem.
it's like protagonistic Eminem.
Not the protagonistic version. All white people don't look alike.
Oh, that's terrible. I never said that. I said the guy in the middle look Asian to you.
But tell my sister what she said about her man.
Well,
man,
I wonder what he look like now though, because they be Asian bad, man.
He was in that last movie that what was it? You know, the guy who made like Signs.
Mm-hmm.
The movie he came out with last year, he was in it. I can't think of the name of it.
What movie? M. Night Shyamalan, right?
Uh-huh.
What movie he made last year?
I can't think of it. Let me see. What movie?
I know he made one with Batista in it. Still had the Four Horsemen.
Trap.
Oh, didn't watch it, but I know you're talking about. Oh, that is him. Damn, he didn't age bad at all.
Exactly.
Man, I saw a picture of man. I was like a couple of days ago. I realized that Foggy from Daredevil was one of the Bash brothers from Mighty Ducks. I was like, bro, they like he kind of look like his younger self, but they be metamorphizing when they get older, bro.
Drop your favorite 90s horror movies in the chat. All month long, we're going to be talking about 90s horror. And just like the faculty, like I said, the faculty is one of my favorites. So, and y'all know, of course, we got to do Scream. Of course, we got to talk about Scream. We might have to do a little live to kind of discuss the movie, and we might have to do a watch along for Scream. We might have to do both.
Man,
fun fact.
You know what?
I named one of my beta fish Ghostface.
What?
Yeah. Because he's like this whitish silver color, and his fins are like blood red.
You should have put Killer on it in the Ghostface Killer.
No.
That's the flyest Ghostface.
No.
That's the flyest one. But now,
Cujo. Wow. That's a good. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I love Cujo.
Yeah, Cujo was hard. I was saying, I wonder like which cast is like more famous now, Scream or the Faculty? Because this cast, these people did some freaking movies, man.
Mm-hmm.
That Scream cast did too, though.
Yeah, movie and TV shows like we seen a lot of these people afterwards. The guy who was on the football team, he had this whole series. I cannot think of the name. Animal Kingdom or something, was it? Something that used to come on TNT that he was in.
Animal. Oh, talking about with the zoo with the animals was killing people.
No, it wasn't about
it wasn't that. It wasn't with the animals was adapting.
No.
That shit came on TNT.
No. Not at all.
You know TNT will put some crap on the quickness.
This was a crime drama.
It's a crime drama.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the original Hellraiser don't play no games. Like Pinhead and his crew, they don't play. They do not come to play.
Yeah, I dig Hellraiser. the books are actually better. Like they get the point across better than the movie. The movie has like convoluted aspects to it. You kind of like wrap your mind around those concepts. And the book just kind of explains it better. I heard the last Hellraiser was trash though.
I mean, I wouldn't call it trash, but I mean, it's like forgettable. Like it wasn't like a horrible movie, but it was forgettable. You know. What other '90s horror movies y'all got? So what was the AC and the teachers' lounge? That's why the asses was in there dehydrating. In the faculty at the beginning. That's why that lady had passed out. Got everybody in there hot.
Mm-hmm.
What was some of the movies? What the movies we was thinking about doing this month?
I gave you a bunch of movies. All my movies are niche. I got Event Horizon and shit like that. That's my type of stuff.
Let me see. How long? I had a list, y'all. I think we gonna
Urban
do
Legend.
Urban Legend. I did that one already. I already talked about that one. You got to keep up. Keep up.
Man, Urban Legend got the Urban Legend had one of the baddest white chicks in horror back then.
Check the shorts. The shorts on the channel. I already got a review up for Urban Legend. I did that like a year or two ago. Let's see. Of course, we're gonna do Scream. Oh, we're gonna probably look at I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I Still Know, which is in this whole type of category. Bride of Chucky, Interview with the Vampire, The Ring, It are some of the ones that came out in the 90s. My favorite horror movie, People Under the Stairs, came out in the 90s, which we talked about last year for my birthday, and we did a watch along for that one. My other favorite horror movie, which is Return of the Living Dead 2, is that specific. That I'm sorry, y'all, that's one of my favorite horror movies. I love Return of the Living Dead 2. That one's a 90s horror movie. I did, let's see, we did not Candyman. Which one was it? What was it? Night of the Living Dead with Tony Todd. Did that one last year. We might have to do, and I ain't gonna say it too many times. I already said his name 2 times. But y'all know Dude with the Bees. That's a 90s horror movie.
Oh my God.
We might gotta do it. We might gotta do that one. Body Bags. Okay, yeah. See, some movies that don't get enough love. Some of those, like Disturbing Behavior, don't get enough love. With
when did Bones come out?
2000.
It did.
We did that one too last year.
But I'm saying Bones came out in 2000.
I'm not sure, not the year 2000, but it was a 2000 horror movie.
Was it? Because I just remember that movie feeling way too cheesy to be a 2000 movie.
Did a watch along with that one. So that's what y'all got. Hop in these channel memberships so we could do some watch alongs with the movies, like be able to talk about the movie and then like do some watch alongs with it for the Halloween season.
I ain't worried about Bones anyway. I forgot. I don't get down with Dude no more.
It's a whole other conversation. That was before the controversy.
From Bones.
That was before the controversy. But yeah.
He popped up on one of my favorite rappers' albums this year.
Yeah, that was
like, I gotta skip this song then.
Speaking of not in Black horror, we also did Vampire in Brooklyn as well. If y'all follow along, click the link in the bio after the video. I will have in any other previous videos. I will have the link to my Cinema Craze, because on there I'll be doing spotlighting Black vampires. So I'll be doing written reviews for Black vampires. So this month will be about Black vampires and 90s horror. And so I might do like an online virtual Halloween party just to celebrate 90s horror. So drop in the there were some Freddy movies that came out in the 90s, like it was A New Nightmare came out in the 90s. I think Jason Goes to Hell came out in the 90s, which was wild.
All the 90s Freddy and Jason stuff was terrible.
It was, and I watched it anyway.
That was bad.
I watched it anyway. It was. They weren't even trying to scare people no more. It was
They
a whole bunch
weren't.
of foolishness.
They were
But
they were like they were larger than life characters. It was like icons by the end. We just wanted to see the characters. We didn't care.
Dreamcatcher was a good one.
Damn. That came out in the 90s?
No, it came 2000s.
Oh.
Yes. Finish watching The Faculty. It's a good time to watch these 90s horror movies, because that's what we're gonna be doing this month. 90s horror. So now, even if y'all don't like horror movies, 90s horror ain't scary anyway. So just hop in here with us while we celebrate Halloween and 90s
horror.
But yeah, y'all, we're gonna see y'all this month. And join the channel membership if you have not already. Hit that subscribe button. Again, this month we got a lot of stuff going for the channel. I'll be doing Reasonable Doubt on Fridays. We got Gen V on Thursdays. There's a review up for Marvel Zombies already. There's a panel for him. I talked about The Conjuring Last Rites as well. We did The Long Walk. So y'all come on over here. Halloween horror people, this is our time to shine. Make sure you give us a like button and turn on your notification bell so that you can see when we drop new content. Turn on your notification bell, because YouTube don't like to let people know when we drop new content. So make sure you are aware and get the notifications, and like and share this video as well. Share it, post it, tell all your friends that love horror and Halloween to come on over, and this is the place they're gonna want to be for spooky season. And we will see y'all in the next one.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear. No, I can't help but to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a beautiful wedding. What a
Thank you.
beautiful wedding.
Thank you.
Bridesmaid to a waiter. But what a shame. What a shame. A poor groom's bride.
Thank you.
I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of?
Thank you.
Closing a goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in. Haven't you people ever heard of?
Thank you.
Closing